I've got a gambling addiction, and I confuse love with attention. So I keep betting everything that I have on people who don't stay. I've got a gambling addiction, but I don't raise, I don't call, I go all in all of the time on people who don't feel the same.
Gambling addiction. Every Monday, right here at Hope for Holyoke. Every Monday, gambling. Every Wednesday, maintaining recovery. And every Friday, which is today, we're going to start our all new, all new smoking support group right here at Hope for Holyoke. We went through the BSAS and smoking support group tech program, and that's why we haven't been around. We've been going to school, and some of us have graduated. Yay! Got a certificate and everything's saying now we're tobacco education coordinators, and we can begin the process of bringing more information to you that will be coming our way. I like that gambling song, so I just wanted to throw it in there at the beginning to say how important that group is on Mondays. 2 Mondays a month it'll be live here at the center, and 2 Mondays a month it'll be live right here on Hope for Holyoke Virtual Outreach through our Facebook page. So I got to tell you something. Big news, breaking news. Hope for Holyoke is changing its hours on September 1st. And what we're going to do is we're going to open a little sooner at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday and close a little sooner at 7 p.m., giving people more chances to come in. 9 o'clock just felt too late. It was discussed, and the community yesterday at the meeting we had for the advisory board, the questions were asked, and I know that there may be more questions to come, but 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. So we're extending the Saturdays because we've had so much success with a lot of the groups that we're doing, such as the art group, the chess tournaments, the game days, and movies take a little longer, and we could do a double feature and make popcorn now, and so we're going to be open longer on Saturdays, which means more resources are available. Also, we'll have a staff member on that can do resource for people who are coming in looking for certain numbers, or we might not be able to do it that day, but we can get you the information so that you can make the phone calls you need for the resources. And if you're looking for Highway to Hope on the weekends, someone here might be able to help you with the intakes and get you at least get you going in that direction. So starting September 1st, Monday through Friday, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen so that you'll all see it. New groups coming too. There's a lot of new groups that have been brought up in our community meetings. So starting September 1st, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday, 8 to 2 on Sundays, and Monday through Fridays, 8 to a.m. till 7 p.m. It's big stuff, man. And breaking news again. We believe that the Bureau of Substance Abuse, BSAS, has okayed our new location down on Main Street in Holyoke. We're hoping, fingers crossed, and we'll be moving sometime soon, but not in September. It's recovery month, and it's going to be a little crazy, but we will be going somewhere. We actually have a nice facility to move to, state-of-the-art, big rooms, nice big meeting hall, and it's going to be a great location for events such as the Hopies, Christmas parties, things in that nature. And our studio will be moving into a nice big room, and we'll be able to do more live stuff now. If I turn the camera around, the boxes are we're packed, ready to go. So we're doing the minimal as we can, but we're ready to go when they say go. And saying go means don't forget about our lighting up the city purple on August 31st from 2 to 5 at Veterans Park, Holyoke Awareness Day. It's an overdose awareness day, a vigil for those that we have lost through overdose. It's all about prevention, reduce stigma, and remember those. So you can get your free tea lights, and we're going to have some glow in the dark bracelets and things and sticks and some swag, some pens and little things like that to take with you. So the providers, Mandy's doing a great job getting the providers. If you're a provider listening and you'd like to join us, we can. If you can't, we understand because this is an international overdose um, vigil. And so what's happening is not just Holyoke is doing it. There's Chicopee, Westfield, all kinds of different places, Greenfield. So they're doing it up in the Berkshire. So look at the calendar. You can look at some local event calendars for Overdose Vigil. Google it and see what's in your area. So, and support those locations. So providers do come free. Our friends at Tapestry will be bringing some Narcan and handing out some lights to the area businesses. We also are getting flags, and we have white magic markers. You can write names of those you've lost. Put your tea light down by that to light it up. And so we'll have some music. We'll have some guest speakers. The mayor hopefully is showing up. He's got to clear his calendar, but we went over and saw him and his staff. They are a remarkable staff of people, and thank Mike, my buddy, for getting us in the door. And Mandy did a wonderful job setting up all the particulars to this day. We've got new tents, new banners, new everything. We want to thank our friend Efren, our new head of the RCs in this area for Gandara, and our host agency, Gandara, for all they did to get us all our new stuff. And our director, Ray, and James, our co-director, assistant director, who we work hard at bringing you guys this stuff, and then we go crazy for the last week before it happens. So we want to really support this event, if you will. For more information, you can call Hopper Holyoke, ask for Mandy, myself. I'm Kevin. I'm the new tech, they call me, tobacco education coordinator. And we want to thank Holyoke Medical Center, Holyoke Health, of course, us here at Hopper Holyoke, all the people that are doing their job, especially Tapestry. And Valor's stepping in this year and coming down and putting a table up and helping us get going. And so that's the biggie. And then the 15th is Holyoke Recovery Day. We always do that every year. We have a march, and the flag raising and everything else will be taking place. So we hope that you can all join us during that time and really make a difference in remembering those we've lost to this deadly, deadly disease. So our new hours are there. We're still at the same location. We're still at 100 Suffolk Street. And so we'll be here for a while, but we are going to be moving soon. Ray went down, looked at the new building. We've got blueprints, and so we know it exists. It's not a teepee up in Berkshires. It's a real building. So we want to thank all our staff members who really do a great job, the peer leaders, the volunteers, the members, everybody who helps us put this stuff on. And we're getting excitement back. There was a lull there where we had a lot to do, a lot of trainings to do, and we weren't live as much as we wanted to be. But now we're back, and you're going to see new people on this thing, not just my face. You're going to see more than me and James, and we're hoping to get a lot more of our female companions here at the center, our staff members, who are compadres, I should say, and to get going, and they're working on their new shows, and we've had some interest from some of our peer leaders that want to do some shows. So that would be great. In our new studio, we're going to set up a director's area, and they can do everything, and we can teleprompters and everything. So that's a big deal for us here, especially for a geek like me who likes television stuff. Um, and we never can not thank our community partners, Big Y in South Hadley, Steve Sports. He's doing our T-shirts right now for our events. It's really cool. Kate's Kitchen will be right down the street from them very soon. Um, and Dress to Success, who we wouldn't be here without them, and also Suited Up Springfield, Ronnie and his stuff, and his crew, and the Gandara Center. As we said, thank you for everything that you do for us. And so, if you would do us a favor, if you care to, uh, can you follow us on Facebook? Give us a like. Um, and we have a YouTube channel if you'd like to subscribe to it. It's Hope for Holyoke Recovery Center. So Hope for Holyoke Recovery Center on YouTube. Man, subscribe, blow the horn, ring the bell, whatever they say you do on this stuff. So that's what we're got going here at the center right now. Um, we've got our calendar will be out. There's some great stuff at the end of the month. The last Saturday of this month, um, we're going to have some great stuff happening with some Saturday events coming up in September. Also, the end of Recovery Month, we're going to have a big blowout picnic type deal. So keep your eyes out for everything that goes on here. So welcome again. Now I'll shut up on that. Welcome to Put It Out. It's our support smoking support group or tobacco education support groups. We'll be doing more information that is given to us during the trainings to come. That is through the BSAS area. Um, so we're going to be able to give you a lot of great information coming up, and we're hoping to do that. And they also like to send you to the Massachusetts Tobacco Cessation and Prevention Program. It's called MTCP, and it's at MassGov / Massachusetts Tobacco Cessation and Prevention Program. Just type in, and you'll Google it, and it'll come out. And it's a very great site for all that we're doing here, and what we're doing. And I'm going to shove it right up in here too. There's another area, mass.gov, information and details, steps to quitting tobacco and nicotine and vaping. So there's great information on sites online. Today we're going to talk a little bit on the other end of the spectrum, something that I think is vital to some people. A lot of people like interactions with others, and if your gambling habits are disrupting, everything you own, excuse me, allergy season is upon us. You have to forgive me. So treatments, there's so many different types of treatments. But the treatment we're going to talk about today is related to the habits and disruptions into people's lives, like finances and relationships and life and gambling addiction. Treatment can help. So if you've ever watched any of the movies like My Name is Bill or heard about him and Dr. Bob, if you ever heard about the program of AA or NA, take the AA out and put the gambling in, and you have a 12-step program for gambling. Gambling at casinos or buying lottery tickets can be fun, especially if you win. It sucks when you lose. I'll tell you that. I've always thought the next one's it. They tell you on TV, 1 out of 10. So I better buy 10. At least I'll get one. I'm glad I don't do that anymore. The closest, and sometimes it comes to harm reduction. And I'll tell you why. I've been playing the lottery, big name number, for $1 a week or $2 a week forever. I have a season ticket that goes back a decade, and I just send them for that 1 year X amount of dollars. And then they said, I don't even have to look at the numbers or be disappointed when nothing comes in the mail. So every so often I'll get a check for $10 or $11, but I'm not going into the location to be tempted to do more. And I'm not losing my mind because the line's out the door, and now I'm having anxiety because, oh man, I got that guy just got my ticket, or he cut in front of me, and next thing I know, there's a brawl. Many things can happen under a mental influence of any addiction, and so it's not all about quitting for me. It's about how responsible I do it, and so that's why gambling institutions and casinos have shutoffs that you can do on yourself. I know people who gamble responsibly and still pass this message. So if I'm being honest with you, that I get a little letter every year at the same date, and I just press a button and I pay it, and then I don't worry about it. God graces me with something, fine. If He doesn't, I'm okay with it. I didn't spend the my house on it. But if it becomes a habit, if you're there every day, if you're buying scratch tickets 10, 20 at a time, $50 ones, $50 for one ticket. Not for me. $2 is, I went, $2? It used to be $1. Now it's $2 because we got to share everything with the entire country and make it even more difficult. But that's my opinion, and that's for another day. So, like we said, it can become fun, it can become harmless activity for some people. I don't go to a casino because I really know what'll happen if I go to a casino. I watch too many lose everything they have. These YouTube channels and stuff that want to entice you into believing that there's so many ways to win and cheat and everything else. I ain't going to jail to get 3 oranges in a row. Not. It's not happening. And I'm not going to spend my entire life savings trying to get, the big one. Most people, if you walk into a casino, it's beautiful, isn't it? It looks great. It's chandeliers and restaurants. How do you think they get that money? So if you fall into the latter group, you're not alone. Reported 2.2% of adults and 6.9% of young adults have gambling problems, are compulsive gamblers. Knowing the signs of gambling addiction and how to get treatment can help you to stop problematic gambling. So that may be negatively affecting your life. Man, I should have went there last night, man. No, I'm eating bologna and ham sandwiches now. I don't even get mayonnaise. The dollar menus aren't dollars anymore, so I better keep $5 for 2 cheeseburgers for the weekend. If you're living like that, and before you began gambling in that manner, you were having steak dinners and lobster, there's something wrong. There is something wrong. I can't turn the heat on. I can't afford it this month. Why? What's wrong, man? It's hot. It's freezing in here. Well, I went to the casino. They took me. I went to the casino and tried to be the guy on the poker show. Well, guess what? They don't show you the cards live like they do on TV. So there are people just waiting for the fish to come in. Those are the sharks waiting for the fish. And if haven't been playing and don't know it, and you're trying to be the guy, a money maker or something on TV, or one of the Phil Ivies of the world, maybe that's 1 out of 100,000 people are that good to do that. And if you look at most gamblers, the good ones play in cash games, and they play against each other. So it's fun to watch people win $1 million and lose $1 million like it was nothing. But I can't wait to the green room when they're all done and they're crying in their soup, because I don't think anybody really likes to lose $1 million. So to be diagnosed with gambling disorder, the DSM-5, indicates that you must present recurrent, problematic gambling behavior that leads to clinically sufficient distress or impairment for more than 1 year. If you're looking for disability. So I think before the year's up and you lose your entire life savings, your home, your car, your wife, your kids, you probably can see that long before the year is up. If you're stopping at 7-Eleven or the grocery stores or anywhere and you see this big rack of cards and you're there every day getting some, and a dollar card isn't what's going to make you happy. You got to get the $50 cards, $20 cards, $30 cards. The next thing you know, there'll be $100 cards. That's not for me at all. $100 pays a lot of bills in the house. And I had to refocus my thinking when I stopped doing all of that stuff to remember how important that money is. Some people, $100 is a day of work. You know? So there's some things to look out for. If you have a preoccupation with gambling, that, you're going to be late for work because you got to get that ticket and you got to get your number in because, it goes off at 11 o'clock at night and you get out at 5 and you don't want to get stuck in this and that. And if you're thinking all day at work about gambling and your preoccupation with it, then you may have a problem. Gambling with increasing amounts of money that's not yours. Embezzlement. They'll never know. When I win, I'll put it back. Having the inability to cut back or stop, despite attempts to do so. Animal clubs used to have these little private rooms that had machines in it. And they could set them to where they wanted. If they wanted someone to win, to go, oh, they'd set it. And some of them were rigged. I know people who worked in those clubs. And I know people that told stories about people rigging machines in clubs and winning the money. And then resetting it. So I don't trust any of it. If you're feeling restless or irritable and when trying to stop or cut back and now you're yelling at the kids and you're telling them, sit at the table, I gotta practice. And you're teaching them, poker and blackjack and you're playing casino games for free and you lose all the time but now let's play for money. Because they're not going to rig the online casino, are they? That's the mental illness. So, after you continually lose and lose and lose, committing illegal acts, shoplifting, selling stuff, what's the easiest way to make money? Jeopardizing or losing an important relationship, losing your wife and kids, looking them in the face when they say, where are we going on vacation this year, Dad? Atlantic City? I'm pausing because it's something to think about. So there's treatment options. We all heard it. I'm not going to keep on beating a dead horse. You can go to the areas that come across the bottom of the screen, and they'll be more than happy to help you. And I'll put a bunch of other information at the bottom of the screen, so you'll know. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on that can really cause us to think. There's treatment centers. Gambling addiction treatment centers typically offer, a structured recovery program, just like any detox. And depending on your needs, you can stay at inpatient or outpatient. So you got to search those out. Residential treatment centers, constant supervision, meetings with professionals, daily individual and group therapy sessions, life coaching, outpatient programs. Schedules are flexible and don't require you to live there. There's those, and you know, we're adults. Our kids could be, you know, on those every day and we don't even know it. Racking up credit card debt, or they went in your pocketbook and wrote down your number. And are you 18? Press this button. Of course I'm going to press it if I'm 12. That's all they need. And then the most popular 12-step program is Gambling Anonymous. You'll meet with counselors and group members regularly, and there's a process. I didn't quit drinking overnight, and I didn't quit gambling overnight. I don't drink anymore. I'm over that, but I still do get a ticket sent to me in the mail once a year. But doing it that way for me is safe than going down and buying one every week, and one turns into 30. And it allows me to be in the game, even if I'm only $1 into the game. And I got $1 million, I could get struck by lightning easier than I could win the big game. Stand outside in a rainstorm, come get me. So working with a therapist can also identify a lot of unhealthy internal behaviors. And so, you know, when you work it with a therapist, you're looking at cognitive behavioral therapy, psychotherapy, or behavior therapy. A lot of people believe in this. I like the 12-step programs because I'm able to meet and greet and talk with and learn from the experience, strength, and hope of others that have the same problem I do. And through that, I learned about meditation and prayer, and you know how to use different medication to curb these mood stabilizers, because I can go a little bonkers, flick the garage light on in the kitchen and the garage door opens, click, because that's my brain. I don't know when it's going to happen. I have to be prepared for this at all times. Support groups are big, and there's hotlines that is big also. So I think I mixed a little bit up my smoking and my gambling today. But that's okay, because we do it all right here at Hope for Holyoke. I went into a little bit of the gambling aspect of the 12 steps today. I apologize for that. But also I just do the same for smoking. We'll see you later now. Y'all come back now.